Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des at King of the Pit TV signing in live and large once again. We're listening to the Misfits today. I've never, ever really gone through any of the Misfits material whatsoever. I couldn't tell you who was who in the band, and I couldn't tell you what the best record was or what they even sound like for the most part. I've always avoided this band because it's sort of been synonymous with the logo, which has always been plastered on like everyone's first punk rock jacket and stuff like that, and so I sort of never listened to them as a youth. So once I got beyond the sort of entry level punk bands, I never came back and checked out the Misfits. But we checked out the Clash earlier, and that was an interesting experience. So in light of that, we're also going to bounce and check out the Misfits. This record's called Walk Among Us. Some of these songs are relatively short, so I'll try to get it over and done with relatively fast. I won't be breaking it up. I probably won't be breaking it up as much as I normally do. But you never know. We'll see if I've got anything interesting to say and sort of keep it moving. But without further ado, this first tune is entitled 20 Eyes. Let's go. It's a powerful gang chant. That was like quite an aggressive gang chant. You don't normally hear them pronounced as much. Head! Is Danzig the frontman? When you're seeing 20 things at a time, you just can't slow things down. Which is kind of mad, really, because flies have got loads of components to the eyes, right? And that's how they can avoid your hand each and every time when you try to swipe for them, because they do see things in slow motion due to that. We're just flirting with two power chords on this verse. Very, very basic, very minimal. Not in a negative way, but it just is what it is. The vocal melody is what is carrying this band so far. Alright, that was 20 Eyes, so I'm expecting some good songwriting from this band. I'm expecting some good chorus sections, a lot of sing-along value. The haircuts are absolutely ridiculous. What do you call that? A devil look or something like that. Let's keep it moving. I Turned Into a Martian is next. Okay. 1.3 million views. That's crazy, isn't it? So even the debut record, Walk Among Us, is popular. Which we've been finding that a sort of hit or miss situation with the records we've been listening to. You know what I mean? Either it's a bit crap in comparison to what they turn into, or it really does establish the band from the get-go. But regardless, Des, King of the Pit TV, track 2 of 12. This is I Turned Into a Martian. Let's go. Did the frontman have a band before the Misfits? Because the vocal is very good. Brilliant singer. Great melodies. Into a Martian. Oh. Definitely separated themselves from the crowd from the get-go, right? I mean, the melodies are incredible. The choruses, fantastic, and they're all fitting it in sub 2 minute song lengths. That's just enough, isn't it? Just enough. That was good. That was good. That was a better tune than 20 Eyes. Yeah. Yeah. It's not about the instrumental. The instrumental's just there for the image, not for the imagery, but for the energy, isn't it? It's just for energy purposes. This band is based within that vocal line, that melody of the vocal, and then the gang chant sing-alongs. I would go as far as saying this is a drinking band, you know what I mean? Like a high octane, good times, get your friends around, get pissed and have a good time band. This is... Alright, All Hell Breaks Loose is coming up next, people. It's just jumped to Vampira, so I apologise for that. I don't know why. Right. This one is entitled All Hell Breaks Loose. There's King of the Pit TV. This is All Hell Breaks Loose. We're listening to Walk Among Us. This is track 3 of 12. Let's go. In 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Come on. I like the pan muted guitar on one side and the blaring open guitar on the other side. It's not often you actually hear that, even though it is a relatively simple differentiation between the two guitars. It doesn't tend to work, but they've got it working on this because we've got one panned all the way to that side and one all the way in the other. Hell breaks loose. I love that high register guitar that just came in there. That's that hardcore right there. I like that. I like that higher, overdriven guitar. Buzzsaw guitar. One thing about this band is that they're actually very inventive when it comes to the gang vocals. I heard a very aggressive gang vocal in 20 Eyes, and I'm hearing a oh, like a build-up with the gang vocal. What the hell? I've never heard that. Very good. Very good. Very good. The second section of the song where the hi-hat came in and the guitars went into the higher register, I liked that a lot. Instrumentally, I liked that a lot. The vocal goes without saying. So far, it's been very entertaining. We've got Vampira next. Let's keep it moving, people. 1 minute 28. My cup of tea. Des, King of the Pit TV. I'm gonna sneeze. I want to sneeze. And the sneeze ain't coming. This is Vampira. 1 minute 27. You know how we do it here. Let's keep it moving. Like a rock and roll number, this one. I love that. That's like a sleazy rock and roll vibe, innit? That gang vocal. Come a little bit closer. This is one for the dance floor, innit? This is a great rhythm to get your dancing shoes on, go for a little bit of mooch, left to right, come on. Awesome. That's Vampira. We've got Nike A Go-Go next. Man like David Beckham. Do you really reckon David Beckham drinks this sort of stuff? Does David Beckham drink at all? Man like Bex, come on. Come on. Local hero. There's King of the Pit TV signing in. This one's called Nike A Go-Go on Nike A Go-Go. You tell me. You tell me. You're the Misfits fans, not me. But I might be by the end of this record. This is track 5 of 12. We're listening to the whole record. Let's go. That descending stab was powerful. Punk rock, to this degree, is such an interesting genre because, of course, if you take the vocals out of the equation, you're dealing with a few power chords. And how you choose to play them power chords, well, if you want them power chords to work, you have to box yourself in even more as far as like being appealing to a large-scale audience. So, or have it like actually audio pleasing, harmonically pleasing. It's mad how these bands could play 3 songs and still can like say, oh yeah, that 3 power chords was played way better than so-and-so, who I'm not a fan of. Because it's so incredibly basic and in a way limited. So the space to maneuver in that world, in that realm is quite thought-provoking, really. This band emphasises the gang chant so much, I don't think we've gone without it. If we remove the gang chant in these vocals now, it's going to remove a big factor on what makes the band great. I don't know if you watching this would be interested in this band whatsoever because it's such a divide, but there's a power metal band I've been reacting to called Sabaton, and their choruses are big and massive and like anthemic, and when they don't have like all of the backing vocals, it just eliminates how epic the band comes across, and it's sort of like bring it back. I feel this band is the same. Awesome, let's move on. Hate Breeders. Little something to ask on this one, so let's keep it moving. I'd hate to have a gambling addiction with all of the gambling advertisements that get forced in your face all the time. I think it's disgusting, you know. There's King of the Pit TV. This one's entitled Hate Breeders. We're listening to Walk Among Us. We're halfway through the record already. Is this the first reference of Hate Breeders before? Did Hate Breed get their title from this band? Did they? I assume so. I've never heard this term used before. Sounds like a Buzzcocks instrumental. Man, what a melody, what a hook. You can sing along to this band within the first third of the song, you know what I mean? You can join in by the end. That's good songwriting. When this band performs live, do the guitarists do the backing vocals? Do they sing along? epic. This song, I like them hitting the resolving note independently at the end. One guitarist didn't even do it, he just faded out on the feedback. I'd say 60% of that song was chorus at least. Just drilling it in. You're not going to forget that song. Let's have a quick look at the comments, yeah? They've been turned off. Right. Night of the Living Dead. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared even getting into this one. Yo, so I've been advertised gambling. Now I'm getting advertised alcohol. You think that a law would be put in place that you can't like literally just force these products into people's faces? I know it's incredibly lucrative, and we're all adults. Like it probably takes into context my age, but I don't think much of it, to be honest with you. Even though I do like a drink. There's King of the Pit TV. This one is entitled Night of the Living Dead. We're listening to Walk Among Us from start to finish, and I am scared, I'm frightened, I'm shaking in my boots, but we're gonna go through with it anyway. If I have to cover my eyes or my ears, don't mind me. It's the Night of the Living Dead, people. Let's go. Who's pogoing? Yeah, let me break it to you dudes as well, right? I am going to listen to more Misfits records after this because I've enjoyed this a lot. It's nice and simple and it's an easy listen and it's good material, and I know there's a lot of Misfits fans out there, so shout out to you. Let's go. On a side note, we got Astro Zombies down there. I think that was on the Tony Hawk soundtrack. I bring this up through so many videos when I'm listening to these bands. I always come across a gem that I heard on the Tony Hawk soundtrack. That's sick. Yo, I'm gonna do a reaction to the Tony Hawk's all of the game soundtracks. If I haven't done this yet and you're hearing this, do you want me to do that? Would that be cool? Let's get a vote in. The drummer is very basic. I don't think I've heard too many exciting drum fills or all. What they do is brilliant, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've got nothing to complain about, but consciously I can't hear anything spectacular going on. But then again, the rhythm guitar's playing 3 chords and the bass, essentially the same thing. Very simple, but they do what they do well. Like I said, it's all in the melody of that vocal. And how complex can you play if you're expected to do these backing vocals all the time? That wasn't the best tune on the record. It was, you know, keeping on brand, but nothing too catchy. I can't sing along to that right now. You know what I mean? I was sort of zoning in and out of paying attention during it. I can't come back and give you the chorus. This one's entitled Skulls. There's King of the Pit TV, 1.6 million views. Jeez, this is the most we've had relative to the other tracks on this record so far. So I know this has got a catchy hook to it. This has to. This one's entitled Skulls. Let's go. I'm sure the frontman, was it Danzig? Tell me. He must have been young during this record, but his voice sounds so mature. Where's the gang chant? Is there any gang chant coming in? That'd be a change. We got to sing along there. I like that little disconnect with the guitar there. Did you pick that up? I don't know if that was intentional or if that was a faulty lead. Listen. It's timed well. Yo, if you check this dude's shirt, yeah, that classic skull and crossbones on there, what does that skull and crossbones remind you of? Here, only real ones know. This guy's been PKing, yeah? Oh, if you know the reference, let me know. This guy's been PKing. He'd be now wildy, mate. Collect the heads of little girls and put them on my wall. Hack the heads of little girls and put them on my wall. Hack the heads off little girls and put them on my wall. Oh! Oh! I want your soul. I need your soul. I want... It's interesting because the emphasis, I've got one guitar in this ear which is so overpowered, but not in a negative way. It's just really powerful guitar. It sounds like everything's coming out, but realistically, I've got another guitar in this ear, still ringing, still playing, still keeping the energy, but it's just not as accessible to that one. It's almost easy to consider it this guitar and all guitars giving the song space, but we do still have a rhythm guitar playing as consistent as we've heard prior. I'm a great orator out of people. This is the most played tune on this record. I don't think it's the... I don't get it. It's okay, but Hatebreeders had the best chorus, in my opinion. Hatebreeders had a... Wait, was it... Hatebreeders had a brilliant one. Yeah, Hatebreeders had the best one so far. Best chorus. Right, I've said everything I needed to say. Violent World is coming up next. Shout out to London Records, who has provided these videos to YouTube. There's King of the Pit TV, 9 out of 12. That's the track we're on at this moment in time. This one's entitled Violent World. You could go for a swim in the pit with this one. You could take a dip, man. Come on. Come on. Yes. Dude, that is so good. I love this outro. This would kick off with like some local hardcore band, and I reference that because that's the unit I'm used to. That's the scene I'm used to. This would be so effective in the community I'm aware of, like locally. So good. Could get a right dance on. Could get a right sing along on. Man, I'm doing a hardcore band at the moment, and I want to pinch something like this. I might just say violent. I might just pretend it's not the Misfits, bro. This is so good. That was really good. Yeah, that was really good. That outro was really good. That might be my favourite sing-along bit so far. That was Violent World. We've got Devil's Whorehouse next. Let's keep it moving. Des, King of the Pit TV. This one's Devil's Whorehouse. Devil's Whorehouse. You know what we're doing? We're listening to the entire record. Let's go. Nice little groove to that guitar, right? I really like that riff. You got another guitar ringing off with the open chords yet again. We've got, the Misfits played the chug on one, and they have the open guitar on the other. The chugged is always more pronounced. Dun 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 boom. I like the slide, the rhythm and the slide. Dun 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 dun. Good riffing, good riffing. Yo, if this was like a metal band, and they just really chunked up that drop tune, the guitar, like dun 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 dun, and like use the pick scrape and hit harmonics or something. Dun 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 dun. That'd be sick. Very cool. Very cool. It was nice to hear a good riff. We've got Astro Zombies up next. So I think I might have heard this on Tony Hawk's soundtrack. There's only one way to find out. It might have been a cover because they tended to get bands covering other bands on the soundtrack. There's King of the Pit TV. This is the most played on the record. If Brain Eaters surpasses this, I'd be surprised. This is Astro Zombies, track 11 to 12, alright? You know what? We're going to do 2 in 1. We're going to do Astro Zombies, then finish it off with Brain Eaters because it's less than a minute. No point doing a separate video for it, right? I think I've heard this tune off of the Tony Hawk soundtrack before, or a band has covered this song on the Tony Hawk soundtrack. So this might be familiar to me. Let's find out. Remember this vocal, this verse, but was it on the Tony Hawk soundtrack? Could somebody tell me where I know this song from? I don't remember it having that intro section to the song. Was it a cover song? exterminate the whole fucking race. Good tune, good tune. Brain Eaters, last tune. Let's keep going. Astro Zombies, was that your favourite tune on the record, Astro Zombies? I can't necessarily judge it too much because I have heard it before, but do you know what? When I've heard it before, I never thought it was that special. Sorry to break it to you. Violent World, the outro to that, and Hate Breeders so far is my favourite. This is Brain Eaters. Let's finish off the record. One love. Quality jangly guitar. Sounds like a noise song. Sounds like Cock Sparrow. Come on. This is the drinking song. This one's for the hooligans. That was brilliant. That was a great outro, and even though it was a little bit novelty, a little bit tongue-in-cheek, it is a great showcase of the songwriting capabilities of this band, especially with it being the first record. Really good, really good. I can see how Misfits blew sky high, because they could put pen to paper and do a really good song. I'm signing out, people, until next time. Thanks for following me. Thanks for getting engaged and involved. Shout out to all the Misfits fans. I enjoyed that one, alright? I think at this moment in time I should have a Patreon, so if you want to check out full albums way before I put them out, check it out. I'll put additionals. I'm going to do a little overview of this record now, so if you're a Misfits fan, you can sign up just down below. Thank you. One love.